Ooh. What is up, my gamer dudes and dudettes? Guess I should put up this window here. Hello. Today we're taking a look at this smoothie. Ice Raid, how's it going?
Very well, thank you.
I didn't say, hi Siri, how's it going? I said, Ice Raid, how's it going?
I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you for sharing. Pudding. Should I know what that reference is to? Oh, you think you're looking at pudding, sorry. it's a smoothie. And I'm happy you're here too, Ice Raid. How's it going? Of course, we're actually taking a look at this little cutie here today. The smoothie needs more detail lines. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a few more decals on it. Maybe do a little chipping on that. But that's a work in progress. Today, we're taking a look at the Haro, which I haven't separated into sections like I usually do for other like normal kits, just because like I don't really know how it would break up. It's like all body, and then maybe like the limbs. But I think I just cleaned up all the parts except for a nub that I can see that I missed here. But I just cleaned up all the parts, and I figure I can put it together just fine. So that's what we're gonna do. Game Stranger 69, hello? 69. So I'll put my instructions up here. All the pieces here. And a box over here. My room here is particularly messy now because of the sale that I just had, selling a bunch of stuff over on my Facebook page. And so the stuff that I sold from here, I'm put in boxes and stuff, so you can't see it, but I can like barely walk around in here because the floor is just like full of this stuff that's selling. Dark Snow, hello. It's your first time tuning in. Hello. But I gotta share a little bit of bad news with you guys. I'm gonna move all these parts over to the side. We'll do the assembly on camera. And we'll just keep all these guys over here for the time being. Is every single item sold? Almost. Definitely a lot more sold much more quickly than I expected. Like, it was great. Actually, I mean, like, it was great that so much of it did sell, so that was great. But aside from just the amount of what was sold, just the speed was really great. So if any of you guys for watching, or any of you who did buy something, thank you for that. But yeah, before we get into the heart, I just want to show you guys a little bit of bad news. I already broke a piece last night while I was getting the kit ready. So what happened, this is one of the clear pieces here, obviously, and it's super thin and brittle. So I was like cutting the nubs off the piece, and I dropped it into my lap, and at the moment when I dropped it, like I reached my hand to try to grab it, but my hand like landed on top of the part, and it just broke like that. So, I mean, I have big hands, so I mean the force was maybe a little bit strong, but that was, I would be careful about that. So, of course, I'll bring that up in the review as well. But for those of you guys watching now, if you're going to build this kit, I'll just let you know right away that be very careful, especially with the clear parts. I think clear parts like this are usually more brittle plastic anyway than the regular, it seems like. So, just keep that in mind. Alright, so there's the first step, done. What do you guys think? It's really cool how they've got like 3 different tones of gray like silver plastic for the inside of this. Yeah, it sucks that it's a clear part because it is a nice gimmick of the Figure Eyes standards, the Figure Eyes mechanics kits. The nice part of it is, fortunately, it's the bottom of the face. So I don't know. Can still have like the top part in clear. I probably wasn't like, ultimately I probably wasn't ever going to use the clear parts on this anyway, to be honest. Because I want to paint, I don't want to leave it in just the green color, I want to paint it. I'll probably like hand paint it and like paint some kind of pattern on it, sort of like Machining Krieger style, is probably what I would end up doing on it anyway. So the clear parts, maybe I'll just keep those, you know, in case. So probably like after the kit's painted and whenever I sell it, I'll just include the clear parts with that, so that whoever buys the kit, if they want to sometimes switch it out and put on the clear parts or something like that, they can, just so they're included with that anyway. So this part didn't put on there, right? There you go. So yeah, the difference in tones of silver is pretty cool. The first thing I see is a broken piece. Yeah, color separation on this kit's frame. Yeah. Hey Lee, how's it going? Yeah, the color separation on this, on the frame, as I was just saying before, is really nice. So, building two of the arms here, so we need a few of these pieces. Like this. That goes like that. Need some of these pieces here. But one should have a little indent on it. And none of these do. Hello. No, no, no. No. They're like these like piping pieces like you would have like with a Zaku or something. And most of them are just the same like that here, but some of them have this little notch in it. That's the one I was trying to find. Maybe I finally found that, so I do need one more. No. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's your SD Nightingale coming along and my GPO4? Both the SD Nightingale and the GPO4, the kits themselves are done. The Nightingale is totally done. The GPO4 is still just waiting for its just final top coat. That's all. But in both cases, I'm just waiting to finish like the base aspects of the kit. So, like with the GPO4, as I mentioned in the last episode of Gunpla Talk, I'm waiting for the what's it called? The octagon hanger base for that, and then for the Nightingale, I'm not really doing anything special with the base. I just have the pilot figure that I just still need to paint. Okay, I don't see any more of these pieces, so the one I'm looking for is one of these here. No, no, not that one, not that one, not this one, not that one, not that one, not, oh, here it is. Stupid. Okay. First time on Twitch. Is there a way to lower video resolution? My internet doesn't seem to keep up. I'm not sure about that. I'm sorry to say, but I think someone in the chat can probably help you. Yep. Alright, so we got that, and then we need one more of this. This is basically building like the little extending arms for him. And then this one, and this one like that, and this one like this. Push that back over that, and then, admittedly, this little construction of the arms form is a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. But that's cool. This is the part that I need, though. And the short side should be sticking out. And that side, long side in there like that. This one in here like this. And this one on here like that. And then, oopsies. Oh. Okay. There we go. That's right. There's the inside arm part. Now that should go fit into here. It's always kind of hard putting my manual. I should like move it over to the side a little bit so I don't have to like duck and look at it underneath my camera. The camera's right in my face here. So we need to put that through here first. This one. Stick the arm out through the red part there first. Then that sticks. I have it upside down. It's always hard when you're working with a kit that's a ball shape. It sometimes gets turned around, the top and the bottom. Same thing happened when I was building the BB-8. I kept getting lost. Luckily, the instructions for the BB-8 were very clear, so it was easy enough not to get too lost. But in this case, uh-oh, and that's the wrong hand. Make sure I'm putting the right side on here. This one, and not that one. Okay, maybe I should have organized the parts for this build a little bit better rather than just having them all cut out randomly. But hey, if I would have done that, this would have just been too easy, right? So there's the one arm. Well, no. See, this looks like his back. And are we going to later turn this around or something? I guess you can turn it anyway. So, yeah, I guess we're going to maybe turn it around later. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to pull it in. Like that. Push the arm in, and then fold the hand closed in like that so that it's stuck up in there. Now, I need to go back and make the other arm. We were supposed to build two of the arm at the same time, but it was kind of complicated, so I was just focusing on doing one at a time. Need one more of these. Don't need this part right now. I need one more of these. Two more of these? One more of these? Put this one on here like that, and then this one here like this. I'm sorry if you guys are asking questions or something in the stream. I'll come to the stream here in a moment. I'm just trying to focus on this part because it's actually a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. I'll show you the manual here in a second so you guys can see what I mean. So that goes on there, and then close that. This one down here, and just like that, and like that. We need this one. So go in this other side. I had this Schoolboy Q song stuck in my head all afternoon and evening into the night. So it's just like this. Sometimes when you have like a cool song stuck in your head, it's not bad, but it gets kind of annoying when it's just like the same line of the song that's just stuck in your head and keeps repeating over and over again. Okay, I even listened to the song, and I'm just still hearing the same line again and again. Ice Ray, what's your thoughts on the new RE kits, the Zaku Kai and the Big Ninjina 2? Honestly, I'm not really excited for either of those. I've said it before on different occasions. I don't like the Zaku Kai or the Zaku 2 FZ or the Zaku Custom, whatever you want to call it. I don't like that design. It looks so derpy. And the Big Ninjina 2 also, I think I like the look of the Big Ninjina 2 better than the original Big Ninjina, but I'm still probably going to pass on that one as well. So, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to get the Zaku Kai just to try it out, and because I know a lot of people do like the design, so I just want to review it so people can see what it's like. But for me personally, I kind of just don't really want to be bothered with it because it doesn't look like that exciting for me. I like the RE line, so I want to give that a try. But yeah, at the same time, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts about it? About both of those kits? Let me know in the comment section down below. Dear God, is that a kit behind you or a poster? Here? That's not a kit, that's a big giant poster on the wall. Available now at joshuadera.com. Today's episode is sponsored by joshuadera.com. I'll be hitting him up after the stream is done for that check. Actually, hasn't come yet, but I'm sure he's good for it. So actually, the cool thing here, I'm building the oh yeah, I was going to show you the manual here real quick. The instructions for the arm. There you can see it's one of those ones where it has you do like a little section, then another section, then jump over here, and then jump over there, then jump down here, and here, then here. It's just very jumbled, it looks like. So you kind of have to pay really close attention. Alright, but anyway, yeah, as far as the mini Haro that's in here, there's actually a mini Haro inside the mini Haro inside the main Haro. Board Ryan, you think that the Zaku should have been an MG? I definitely agree. The Zaku Kai, they should have just made a new MG for that rather than making it an RE, because it's the RE line, as we've seen, for the most part, is pretty like a little bit obscure designs. Not all of them. Like the Yakudoga is not a very obscure one, but there's for the most part they've been like not the most like super well known or most sought after designs in terms of like the community as a whole. But the Zaku Custom, or the Zaku Kai, is like one of the very few mobile suits that gets much screen time at all in that entire series. And it's like a pretty significant part of the series. But the other reason why they're doing that is because the Bandai's been kind of on this theme of putting out an RE kit to coincide with an MG release. So we've got the MG 2.0 Alex coming out, so we've got the RE Zaku Kai coming out to go along with that. So, I mean, what else could they have done instead was maybe doing an RE Camphor. I honestly think an RE Camphor would have been better. Just make like a P Bandai Zaku 2 Kai. Nobody likes P Bandai, but if they were going to do it like that, or the regular respawn, I guess the Zaku 2 Kai does have quite a lot of different parts, so could totally warrant. Anyway, I think making a because we do already have a 1.0. We already have a master grade of the Zaku Kai, so we already have a master grade of the Zaku Kai and the Camphor. So if it was between one of those to make into an RE kit, I would have gone for the Camphor. That's obviously a little bit biased just because I like the Camphor a lot more. But I just think, in general, just the design, I think would have been more fitting for the RE line. It's a little bit, well, I don't know. Honestly, if you think about it, it's kind of interesting how, kind of just like, in terms of like the basic shapes and design and color, the Camphor is very similar to the gun cannon detector from the RE line. They both have that kind of like, really a little bit more like mechanical kind of look to them. It's more like kind of like big chunky robot. And kind of very like utilitarian looking, in that they're meant for one specific thing, like one specific type of mission, right? So I don't know. Just an interesting thought that I just had. You have the F91 and the Big Najina, Alex, and the Zaku, the Jagan, and the RG. Sazabi, Yakuto. Yeah, those were kind of a kind of theme going throughout multiple lines there for those ones. Show us counterattack, but then we need 2 more of these little guys. And 1 more of these. This one. We should have used the Zaku 2 2.0 for the frame of the Zaku 2 Kai. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean when I think that the Zaku Kai should have been a master grade, because they should have just used the master grade 2.0 frame. Which I don't know, maybe Bandai wants to get away from that because it's so old. But I mean, obviously we all know that despite it being very old, it's such a good frame and still holds up really well today. So I don't think anyone really would have been. Sorry. I don't think anyone would have been. Well, obviously some people would have been, but for the most part, I don't think people would have been like, "Oh man, they're using the Zaku 2.0 frame for that. That sucks." No one would have thought that. But obviously, there's always people that find a reason to complain about something. So someone would have complained about that, of course. And there's one little piece that I can't seem to find. Where are you? And it's kind of important. Am I just like dumb? Did that fall somewhere? Is it still in the box? No. Did I forget to cut it off the runner and threw it away? That's possible. Oh, here it is. Whew. Thought I was about to have to go dig around in my recycling, fish out the runner, look for it. That's a relief. All right. No matter what, some people will always complain. Yeah, they had some people were arguing in the comments on on my my video that I just put up yesterday of the how to paint the sleeves, and some people were having an argument in there about how Bandai is lazy because they had a seam line there on the arm of the of the sleeve part that I was working on in that video, that there was a seam line that had to be removed on there at all. Someone was complaining about that and claiming that Bandai was just being their typical lazy selves. And honestly, like, could you ever point to any large multinational company that doesn't cut corners on stuff, that is like completely infallible, always do like their absolute best in delivering like the most top-notch quality in everything they put out, always? Probably not. I think that would not be something easy to find. Like, can you think of any off the top of your head? Just for real, like. If you talk to like guys who have been into like older modelers who have been into like military models and stuff for a long time, and then when they try out Bandai Gunpla kits especially, you always hear from them like they're just amazed at the quality of Bandai kits. So like, obviously they're not as like super duper detailed as like a submarine model or something like that, some like military model kit, but just like the durability and the fit and everything, and just like the color separation, how good they can make the kits look just straight out of the box without doing anything to them. Like, yes, you'll have some missing color apps from it being 100% color accurate, and you'll have some seam lines and things like that, but like in general, Bandai's production, like they're just their quality of model kits, it's just good. It's really good. Now, it's just kind of stupid to like nitpick stuff and claim that they're like lazy or something because of certain small things like that. So I think it's just kind of silly. But yeah, to the point, yes, people will just complain about anything, whatever, doesn't matter. There'll always be people complaining. And kind of like me complaining about how people complain. So that's just how it goes. So there's our how-do. Now looking really nice, as most of the frame there is kind of done. You can see there's where the I actually have an LED unit, so I guess for the review, I actually just took this. I had this review this LED. Sorry, I can't talk. I had this LED unit out because I just took it out of my F91 kit for that review, but we might as well use it for this kit to try it out. So we'll do that here in a little bit. Let's finish building it. We got to build the eyes now. So let's just jump into it. Alright, so got this guy. These need to fit together like that. They don't really fit together like that, you just kind of have to hold them together like that whilst placing them into this piece here, which is not going to be very easy, but hopefully it goes in here pretty nicely. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Nope, mine are misaligned. He's got a lazy eye. Oh no. Gotta be lined up straight when they go in to there. There we go. Then you can see there's a little like bit they're sticking out at the end, so like that will turn the eyes to be angry eyes, or I don't know what they would be, the opposite way, kind of aloof eyes. I don't know. Put them like that, and then we've got this piece here which will go under there. Like that. Those clear parts inside there for the actual eyes aren't super tight fitting until you get this. I mean, they can fall out very easily, so you kind of have to hold them there in place while you're putting this section together. Excuse me. Alright, but anyway, there we go. That is done. Then we can put this here into his face, like that. So yeah, they'll just have this little switch here that you can rotate for moving his eyes. It's pretty cool. And the other thing I was going to say, while I was putting the mini Haro together, I didn't know there was going to be a little clear part in there. So there's a clear red part in there for the eyes of this tiny Haro as well, which is like why it's such a tiny little bit that you can see there. If that wouldn't have been a clear part, it really would have been 0.0001% difference in the look of the kit at all. By the way, hey Alex. Alex, when I saw in your Discord, when you posted the video about you and Oliver, and I thought, have you posted any of your videos from your recent Japan trip yet? I don't think I've seen them, so I was going to check, but at the time I was cooking or something, so I was busy, I couldn't check it at the time. Alex, have you posted any videos from your recent Japan trip yet? I wanted to check that out if you did. Obviously can't at the moment, but later on after this I will. Emily Overdrive, hello. Is that just a name, or are you actually a female, Emily? Think you might be the first whammon in the stream, which, if so, welcome. Either way, welcome. Just pointing that out. Yeah, I put out two already. Okay, sorry. I haven't seen that yet, but I'll check it out after this. Yeah. Alex, as you may know, and as the rest of you guys probably do not know, that this is the season of spring vacation for students. So we had our winter vacation, which is like the majority of the month of January, and then spring vacation is like the second half of February. It's weird. It doesn't really make sense, but so if you're not using the LED in it, you have this piece that you put in there. And if anyone was confused about kind of questioning whether this is the original Mobile Suit Gundam version of the Haro or the Zeta version of the Haro, it says here on the back of this part 0086, so I think that's a pretty good indicator that this is the 0086 version of Haro. But yeah, so this week, this past week, and this coming week, I've been off of work, which means I'm on vacation, which means that I'm just spending a lot more time just with my family, which is good, but that means that it's not as much time to actually just do other things like working on YouTube stuff and watching YouTube videos. So that is why I've not seen your videos yet, Alex. Sorry. Haven't really seen a whole lot on YouTube in general over the past week or so. So at some point in there we had the step of tucking the legs in, which I missed, but I'll go ahead and do that now. Put the back of them on there first, so you have all, let's just take that off again here for a second. See all this nice detail there? Looks nice, and then you're just going to cover that right up with this almost completely detailless part here for the back. Yeah. Oh, sorry, there was an answer to that. Last I checked, I'm female. Yeah, okay, well. Cool, dude. My dudette. Lately, actually, kind of one of the only things that I have been watching on YouTube lately is because I just got really kind of tired of like the usual stuff that I had been watching lately. So what I decided to do was just go back and I've just been rewatching a bunch of H3H3 videos, actually. So for the past couple weeks, kind of the majority of what I've been watching on YouTube has basically been a lot of just rewatching a lot of H3H3. And so in case you guys don't know that Dudette's joke. And where is that piece? Where does this piece go? Why do I have this piece here that I forgot to stick on there somewhere? Oh, I did. I forgot to put that on the bottom. So that's why this piece on the front seems to like fit kind of strangely, because I forgot to put this one on here. Apparently it's not really particularly needed for the construction if I could put it together without it, but there you go. That will work a little bit better now, I guess. And then, yeah, the face. So like you have the stickers here, black or metallic red stickers to stick on the eyes, but why? Why would they? I also missed the step of putting the... Oh, I missed this whole page of something, it seems like. Lacquer is more stable than acrylic. Yeah, a couple people were commenting on the video yesterday about either asking about if you can use lacquer, or if you can use acrylics instead of lacquers for that, or just commenting, just saying that you can use lacquers instead of acrylics for that. And to which I would say, yeah, but it's probably still just, lacquers are generally just kind of stronger. So you have this base part, and these parts here, which I just stuck in there. I should have shown that to you first, but these little parts here are for, if you are going to use the LED unit, then you use these parts in here that will hold the LED unit there, and it's will you stick like inside the eyes, inside the back of the eyes. So, but when not in use, you can store those pieces in here on the underside of the base, which is pretty cool. You just pop them on the base like that. And I got all the clear parts here, aside from the one that I broke, unfortunately. So that said, let me just put that here or here, right about there. Right about there. Oh no, that's not right either. Let's see here. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, I want to try to put an LED unit. So we need to take off his face. Being very careful, because again, the parts, the shell parts are really thin. So just be extra careful. So you take off his face, open up the mouth, pull out the inside part there, which I think is going to be easier said than done. It seems kind of hard to get a good grip on that. You need to pull off the eye part as well. So it says to pull off this eye part first, so maybe that'll make it easier. It says to pull out this part. With that out of the way, yeah, with that out of the way, then it's easier to pull out this center part. So that's good. Then we need those two little pieces to put on the LEDs. These. I don't know. I have this LED unit, but I used it for. I basically got this for the review of the F91. Or did I have this for the review of the BB-8? I don't think so. I know that you can use this LED unit for the BB-8 as well. Ooh, the eyes light up really nicely. So I really don't want to buy another one of these LED units because they're just so expensive. It's like 20 bucks for one of these. It's just kind of stupid. And I don't really even like LED stuff in Gunpla all that much because like you either have to keep it on all the time, or like even like this one too. There's no way to turn it on and off without just like basically taking the whole thing apart. So you have to turn it on and then install the whole thing. So it's just not very. What do I want to say? Not very. Something. Just doesn't seem worth it. That's what I want to say anyway. But That said, I think it's a little bit easier to like access the LED unit and turn it on and off and everything on the BB-8. So probably what I'll end up doing with this particular LED unit that I do have is using it on the BB-8 whenever I paint up that kit, which I really want to paint that kit because I have it. That's like one of the very few kits that I actually have just like out, just because it doesn't even fit back in the box, obviously. And just in case you guys don't know, I'm talking about the 1/2 scale BB-8 kit. But a lot of the reason why I just want to paint that kit is because it's just out on my shelf all the time, so I always see it, and I really want to paint it. But so yeah, with the LED unit, it's definitely significantly heavier as well. It's about the size of a baseball, I'd say, maybe slightly larger than a baseball, but I gotta say the LED unit, the LED on the eyes does look pretty cool. Pretty menacing. And I do also want to try his angry eyes. For that, we need to use the different faceplate, which doesn't have eyes cut out of it, but it's just really thin, extra thin on the part there where the eyes are. So I think in order to do that, we have to once again take off this part here as well. I don't really like how it's not really that easy to get these large pieces off. They're kind of like really sticky, and I feel like it's going to be really easy to break one of those out. Like I said, I already broke one. Let's see how this looks here. So, yeah, I mean, it looks okay. You can definitely still see the eyes, but yeah, it looks much better with just the regular faceplate on, I think. Woo! And so you guys have pretty much seen the review now. At this point, there's not really a whole lot too much else to show about it. I guess like showing the arms and legs and stuff coming out, but I'm going to go ahead and now wrap up the stream and go over, not go over, we'll just drop down my backdrop and record the review, and then have the review posted up for you guys tomorrow. But you've pretty much seen it now, so if you still want to watch the review, anyway, I think that'll probably be up for you guys tomorrow. But that about does it for the stream tonight. Relatively short one, just because this kit's pretty simple, and be careful when you're putting the arm back in, because if you pop the hand off, it's going to be really hard to get the hand back in, so I'm going to have to do that. But as for the stream, we're done. So that's it for today, guys. The next stream will probably be the Master Grade Gyaradoga. Need to review that. So Master Grade Gyaradoga, and then a handful of high grade kits. So it's been kind of like February has been pretty much like master grades all month. But March is going to be is just a lot more high grade stuff, and then the master grade Dynamis, of course. But next month we'll have a lot of high grade stuff, and it's my birthday on Thursday. What's the date? No, Wednesday? No, yeah, it is Thursday. Sorry, it's my birthday on Thursday. Yay! Just call me Baskin Robbins because I'm going to be 31. Crazy. Thank you for the happy early birthday. Much appreciated. And yeah, to thank you. I don't know. It's probably doubtful that any of you guys in the stream are some of the ones who bought stuff from the sale. But if any of you guys are anyone who bought stuff in the sale, thank you for that. It's nice to have been able to get a good handful of stuff. Certainly could get rid of a lot more, but at least for the time being, getting rid of a good handful of kits. Yeah. So working on packing all those up. And someone asked on my Facebook page, someone else reminded me that I wanted to do like an 8th MS team month. or just like a kind of 8th MS team theme of like building and reviewing a bunch of the 8th MS team kits that I have not reviewed yet, like the Master Grade Goof Custom, the High Grade Goof Custom, the High Grade Easy 8. What else? I think there was something else as well, but those ones anyway. I do also have the Easy SR kit, which is a variation of the Easy 8, which we could do as well. So I'm thinking about finally getting to those kits for next month as well. So maybe in March we'll also have a 8th MS team theme, and I'll try to get to those. You start making dad noises too. 30 is when your dad bod really kicks in. Oh yes, the dad bod is in full form. That's for sure. Did I ever finish the Zoid Gundam mashup? No, I've not even really started that. It's just still an idea in my head. There's a lot of them. Another idea that I've been thinking about a lot recently, as well as another idea that I had that I really liked that I just shelved for the time being, was putting the frame arms architect frame into the high grade XS Gundam. That is still a project that I really want to do. But yeah, it's still on my to-do list. So anyway, gonna wrap up the stream so I can record the review for this guy, and then try to do maybe a little bit more other work as well before bedtime tonight. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you again soon. In a couple days, we'll build the Master Grade Gyaradoga. So see you then. Bye-bye.